very first video on my channel. My name is Coco Casual and today we're going to be playing Among Trees. So this is an indie game that I picked up on the Epic Games Store on sale recently. And aside from watching one video by another YouTuber, I don't have much knowledge about this game other than the fact that there are very large bears that will charge you out of the forest. So with that, we're just gonna go ahead and start a new game. And although I'm casual, we're not gonna play easy. We're gonna try normal mode. And here we go. So most of the animals are friendly. Bears are not one of them, so it's a good idea to keep a distance. However, they usually roam around some interesting loot. Okay, so it looks like we might get into a couple fist fights with some bears. Hopefully we can defend ourselves, but most likely we'll just be running away and hopefully not dying. So we'll see what happens. You can tell just from this background image that it's a beautiful game. I know the last time I looked at it, it was very visually appealing, and there's been quite a few updates to the game since I watched the YouTuber play it a couple months ago, so kind of excited to see what there is in the game. So starting off, as you can see, look around a little bit. The sun is rising. It's a little bit misty in the distance. It's a very pretty game. I just want to make note as well that this is an early access game, so this is not the final product. So press tab to open your backpack. So I hear my character scribbling some stuff down. So it looks like we've got a backpack here. It gives you some information about the items that you pick up. So we have a button mushroom and a fur plank. I'm assuming this is going to come in handy for some building later on. As you can see on the right-hand side at the bottom, we have a couple of needs that we need to take care of. So we have a hunger bar, a temperature bar, an energy bar, possibly a health bar, and a sleep bar. So we're not that hungry, not that tired yet, but we are currently wearing a lumber outfit. And we have our backpack on with 12 spaces. And then we have a journal, it looks like, and there's a construction page, there's some flora, and then exploration, which looks like there's quite a few things in here for being early access. So it looks like if you try to click on it, it doesn't actually give you information, so I assume it's just whatever's here in the backpack. So we're gonna start by taking a look over here. And I guess our first task is to repair the cabin. So it looks like if you press T, it notes your list on the right-hand side right above the needs. So it looks like we need 6 planks and 10 sticks. And I guess we're just gonna pick up everything that we see that's lighting up. 1, so we don't starve to death. And 2, just because I am a loot hoarder, no matter what game I play, whether it be World of Warcraft or anything else, anything that shines, I want it. So that's what we're gonna do. So right now, picking up everything that's flashing. Haven't seen any animals or anything yet. Like the little area full of butterflies right here. Just like the sound of the wind is very relaxing. I assume this game is probably something you would love to play before bed, if it weren't for the threat of large bears. We'll go that way in a little bit. So it looks like there was some kind of structure over here. Looks like a broken tower. but good for us because that means looks like there is a lot of loot. And it looks like our house is also marked on the map, which is nice. So that way we don't get lost in the middle of the forest, which I'm pretty sure if it wasn't for that icon, I would be lost immediately. So it looks like we've got some steel pipes. There is some rope. This box here looks like we're going to need a lockpick. So we're going to have to come back to that, I guess, once we figure out how to craft it, or maybe we can loot it from something. So it looks like we have some old rags. Oh no. So we can't eat the beet raw. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a little bit of space by eating. This mushroom has 25% chance of being poisonous. It's very early on in the game. I don't know if I'm going to take my chances. So we're just going to eat one of those for right now. It's funny in a way. The sound of the leaves, the trees are making me a little bit nervous because it sounds like there's something rustling in the forest, but let's see. So it looks like our inventory is full again. It looks like to open these crates, we're gonna need a tool. And from the looks of the icon, it's going to be an axe. So I didn't see anything about crafting in here. There is a construction tab, but it's full of blanks. So I'm assuming there's something that we probably have to build first to be able to craft what we need to open the box. So we're just gonna pick up whatever else we can. And then we're only missing 2 sticks. So I'm gonna grab the steel wire, and then we're just gonna run around and see if we can find the last 2 materials that we need. And we're gonna go ahead and repair the cabin. And see what that does for us. See if it unlocks something that we need. Just grab all of this on... Oh yeah, that's right. Inventory's full. So just grab this last stick. And then we will come back to that. So is to build. And cabin. So features unlocked. We can sleep. Get a good night's sleep in the bed. We can save our progress. And there's storage. So put things you don't need at the moment in the storage box. There are also new extensions, so cooking room, a crafting room, and a storage attic. So we're gonna go in, and it's super cute, super adorable. It's definitely got a Walden vibe. I don't know if anybody has read the book by Henry David Thoreau, but this is definitely what it's giving me. So let's see, we're gonna go ahead and move all of these items over here for right now, including this poison mushroom and this beet, because there's nothing we can do with that right now as far as I know. So we have a storage box. Just make sure we save, just in case we die. So it looks like we have a crafting room. We're going to need a lot of planks. Some steel wire, and some stump moss. So I'm going to go ahead and add that as a note to the right hand side, so that way once we go back out we can see everything that we need. And then there's also a storage attic, which is going to take a ton of planks. So maybe we'll save this for last. The crafting room seems like it's going to be a little bit more important for right now. So we'll come back to that later. It's not dark enough to sleep. And then there's also a cooking room. So this is probably going to be very useful because, like I said, we had the beet and then the mushroom with the 25% chance of being poisonous, but that 25% chance goes away when you cook it. So we're going to come back to that. But we're going to also need bolts, driftwood, and planks to make a cooking room. So right now, it seems like what is big on our list is a ton of fir planks. Um, from the top right corner as well, it looks like the sun is about to go down. So what we're not going to do is venture out into the woods where there could be a bear or whatever else might be lurking outside of our home. I do not want to start off the first night with a death. And I'm not really sure how the game saves, so if I die, do I drop my things? Do I just respawn? And honestly, I don't really want to figure that out so early on in the game. But I love this. The dusk is just beautiful. The sun is over there setting behind the hills, getting darker on this end. But we have plenty of mushrooms for right now, so what we might just go ahead and do is just sleep. I can't really tell if the sun is moving or anything. We'll just grab the stick here. Oh, there's a rabbit. Maybe at some point we'll be able to trap those. Maybe keep one as a pet or a more sustainable food source aside from eating tons of mushrooms. I guess we're gonna have to find out, but we're gonna go ahead and go to sleep. Good night. Alright guys, so it looks like we're into day 2 and we're starving to death. Lovely. Gonna go ahead and eat a couple of our mushrooms. But at this point, we're probably going to need to do some foraging because we only have one mushroom that is edible. I mean, this is edible, but we're just not going to take the chance. We're going to put all of these sticks and the planks in here. So 12 planks. How many do we have? So we have 6. And we have enough steel wire. So what we really need are another 6 planks and then 2 stump moss. So what we're going to do is run around for a little bit and see if we can find either of those items that we need so we can go ahead and make a little bit of progress. Ooh. Looks like we found some berries, black currant. There's a stump over here, but it is hollowed out. It's not very useful to us. There's another stick right here. And another. So the sun is slowly rising from the horizon. Can you guys see that? There's a bear. Okay, so I don't want to poke the bear, and I do not want him to murder us. So we are going to... Okay, so there's an eyeball in the top middle of the screen, and I don't know what that means. I'm assuming... Oh. I'm assuming the eye means that the bear, that we are in his line of sight. But right now, he is making his way back around the other side of the mountain. So, we're just gonna go this way. And we don't really have tools or anything, so I don't want to try and fight him right now. That's probably not the smartest thing to do. So we're just going to keep foraging where it's safe. Okay, so it looks like there's something here. Some driftwood. I don't know if we needed driftwood for anything yet, but I am not going to turn down materials. So we're just going to pick up everything we see. Some more mushrooms. So I hope everyone is having a great day. I know recently a bunch of people are graduating. So if you're one of those people, I hope you had a great graduation. I hope you enjoy your summer vacation. And I hope you enjoy wherever your life takes you. And for everybody else, I hope you're having a great day or night, wherever you are. I also don't know what that was. It sounded like we stepped on a bug. A little creepy, but we're gonna keep moving. So it doesn't seem like we're finding any more of the planks that we need right now. It's a little bit unfortunate. It makes me wonder if we're going to have to try and sneak around the bear and try to evade him to go and pick up whatever it is that we need. Because the tip did say that he is usually walking around by some interesting loot. So whatever he's got, we probably want it. We'll go ahead and cross the river here. Some raspberries, nice. Let's see. Mr. Rabbit, where are you going? Lead us. Lead us to the way of all the materials. Looks like I've been running a little bit too long. I'm gonna eat some of these berries. Just get our energy back up. Looks like we're making good time because the sun is still rising. So it doesn't look like we need to be worried about darkness or anything lurking in the dark right now. Got some leaves. Okay. So there is the side of a mountain. And I'm just going to slowly make my way around this area because it is very loaded with trees. And my line of sight right now is not that great. And I'd rather we did not get ambushed. So let's see. More beets. More mushrooms. Oh, do you guys hear that? Sounds like bees. Oh no. I think there's a bear over here, guys. That's no good, so we are getting out of there. We will not be taking your honey today, sir. Oh boy, there's another beehive right there. So let's see, it looks safe, but maybe I should bite my tongue. I feel like as soon as we walk up to this, so it looks like the only thing that happens there is we get stung by the bees in the hive. So I'm assuming we're missing something, and most likely something that we need out of the crafting room. But we have not come across any additional planks, actually. we could probably take a look back at the very first tower that we were at. Ooh, what is this? A hoof fungus. Delicious. If you guys like, you can come over to my cabin, and we can all serve up some hoof fungus alongside some pureed raspberries. But we're going to head back in the direction of our cabin, and we're going to go back over to where that broken tower was, because at the time that we were there, our bag was full. So actually, I think there might be extra loot that we missed. So what we're gonna do real quick, we're gonna run inside, save our progress. Not that we've picked up much of anything, but just because we have been walking around quite a bit, just gonna make sure that we don't lose any of our progress. Okay, so we are back at this broken tower site, and we're starving. So we're gonna eat a couple of mushrooms. Lovely. I don't know if there will be enough of what we need here. I believe we needed 6 of these planks, and there only seems to be 1. And there are also quite a few crates around here. As I mentioned before, it looks like we're going to need an axe to even get inside of these. And I'm going to guess that they're probably holding a ton of loot. So maybe what I just need to figure out is what necessarily the logs spawn near. Or the planks, rather. Sorry, not logs. They are planks. This music is just so calming. White Flower Meadow. Okay, so I'm assuming we might come across some different things, since it seems we've crossed into a new area. Oh. Oh no. Sorry, inventory is full. Again. So guys, I think what we're going to do here is we are just going to run back to our cabin, and then we'll probably end the video here. Maybe in between this video and the next, what I'll do is I'll spend some time running around just exploring and looking for materials. So that way the next time I upload, we can have a little bit more progress. So it's not so much just walking around looking for random planks of wood and moss and bolts. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Ooh, regardless, I know this is definitely very pretty to look at. And I mean, even just running around, that's perfectly fine with me. So we're just gonna walk around here. Gonna enter. What we're gonna do also is just go ahead and store all of these things that we have picked up. Not sure what the leaves are for yet, but we're just gonna put them in there. The beets. We're gonna take a look at some of the details of this. So it looks like if we cook that, we get quite a bit of food. These don't look to give us that much, but they do fill our temperature a little bit. Temperature bar. These as well. So maybe these are better to be saved. So what we'll do is we'll put away all of our poison mushrooms, all of our berries and stuff like that, and save those for later. And then I'm just gonna take a quick look and see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like we found quite a bit of items. I mean, obviously there's definitely more exploring to do. So far we've only found 2 areas. And it looks like 4, 8, 10 in total. So out of the 10, we have found 2. The lake that is right down the hill from our cabin, and then the white flower meadow that is behind the broken tower. And as for construction, all we have is the repaired cabin, and then I assume that these 3 will be the added on rooms in our cabin. But the next time we come back to this game, we will definitely explore some more. I will probably have found some planks somewhere, you know, and just added on these portions so you guys don't have to sit through and watch all of that. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hop in the bed, and I'm gonna call it there, guys.